Hey everyone, hope everyone's having a good night. I am here. It's Professor Josh. We're here for another Monday Night Live, and I have a special guest with me today. I have GeekyMamaBear. She's joining us for the live. We have some fun things planned, so I'm going to let some people jump on and hopefully get on here as the lives kind of picks up. I know notifications start going out, people start jumping on the live, so we'll sit here. But you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, there's a lot to talk about, but what do you want to know about collecting?
Yeah, just tell us, like, what are you? Like, who is GeekyMamaBear? Like,
GeekyMamaBear. Okay, I was always a collector from a young age. Always collected everything, and I was always a nerd. So this just come like it's just me. I like I say, all things geek and all things nerd. I don't, confine myself to Funko Pops. I collect many things: Hot Wheels, Loungeflies, Lego sets. I collect many things. So
sounds like me a lot.
I'm just a collector. I have to just like pick and choose, or else I'll go bankrupt.
Yeah. So I just want to say welcome. Kate Titus has joined us.
Hey, Kate Titus.
Cannon, it looks like. Candyman has joined us. So we got some people joining in on the live. So welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good night, or maybe Kate Titus, I think, over Japan. So good morning, maybe, right now. So everyone's having a good day, I would say. So what time is it for you right now? What time zone are you in?
9:30.
9:30, so you're the same time zone as me.
Yeah, I'm in the East Coast,
it's always interesting when, you have people on the West Coast, and then you have people like that join lives that are like, I'm waking up in the UK and joining your live. Good morning.
Yeah, it's funny because I go live every Tuesday with Mama J.
Okay.
She's in the West Coast, so we had to find like a middle ground. So we chose 9 p.m. for me.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like this like 9:30 time, because it gives people from West Coast a chance to maybe get home if they're, traveling, commuting from work, or, it's not too late for the East Coast people where they're ready to go to bed. And maybe they're starting to get the kids to bed or something like that at this time. So those kind of things. So it's always good. So yeah, it's 10:30 a.m. in Japan. So,
wow.
Sometimes I've had people from Australia, and then you get like people from UK where it's like, oh, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I better go to bed now or something like that. All kinds of crazy times. So we're going to talk a lot about collecting. And, you talked about you like collecting lots of different things. I do too. I love Legos. I think we're just trying to start reorganizing our like office / studio / whatever, pop room, whatever you want to call it. Our geeky kingdom here. And then we moved out like Lego boxes. I'm like, wow, I have a lot of sets to build. I'm like, I think I have $1,000 worth of Legos sitting here unbuilt.
Oh wow.
Like all these boxes of cool stuff.
I every time I buy one, I build it right away.
See, I like, I want to do this, and then I like, oh no, I don't want to do it because I know it'll like start and I'll be like into it for a full day. So that's the problem too. Like the really big sets, the ones that you're really into. One we really recently got was the NES set. We got the Nintendo set, and then we got the Razor Crest too. So I'm looking forward to building both of those. So yeah. Funko, Legos.
I do mostly the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Then my husband likes the Technique.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't like to build them. He likes to look at them. So I give it as a gift, and then it's a gift to me too, because I love.
You gotta sit and build and do that. I know I have like my Star Wars there, and I love like the Lego Ideas series too.
Okay.
So I love the ones that are like created by people, fans of Lego, and then they have to get like 10,000 votes, and then they go in front of, to the Lego, and they decide if they want to make it a reality. I think those are always fun and really cool. So those are neat. So we're talking a lot about Marvel tonight. One of the things I want to talk about, because I know you're a big Marvel collector, you were recently on with me with Slapshots on his show on Sunday night. We were talking Deadpool and you know, that's just a little snippet of Marvel, just a tiny snippet.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Deadpool pops out there, definitely, but that's the crazy thing I think about Marvel. So, what are your top Marvel collections? I know you kind of narrow it down to like, what are your top ones?
It would be Spider-Man, Deadpool, and Iron Man. Somewhat Iron Man.
Okay.
And for the villains, I do Loki and Thanos.
Nice.
So, if you're gonna collect Marvel, thinking of getting every single one of them, it's just overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I love the Avengers, but I have my favorites. So I chose my favorites, and I'm focusing on that. And now I'm rewatching all the movies because I'm gonna pick one of the Avengers movie, and I'm gonna get all of them.
Nice.
So I don't have to have all of them for all the movies. I'm just gonna pick one movie, and also the assemble. I'm getting those.
Yeah.
That's something cool.
Yeah, that's
I think
the last one we're waiting for now. Captain America.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
When you stop thinking I have to get everything, it's such a there's a weight that's off your shoulders.
I think that's true. Like, people have that fear of missing out. Like, they'll never, and especially when they come out with so many. Like, for a movie, it seems like they drop like 20 different pops, and then it's like 20 different exclusives also. So like 3 versions of Groot and 3 versions of Thanos and 3 versions of something else, and Iron Man unmasked, Wriggler holding his mask, whatever you want to think of. So I think, you know, it does get hard because I collect a lot, and one of the lines like I can see right now, like up in front of me, is the Venomized line. So I went after the Venomized line thinking, oh, this is really cool, and didn't realize they're going to add so many new ones to the Venomized line too. So they kept adding more and more.
Hey, Raul.
Oh, well, hey, welcome.
So I was planning on getting all of the Venomized, but I missed out on many of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna do zombies or Venomized or just get my favorite ones. You know,
maybe you get to match the things you collect, like the Loki, the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Like I love Spider-Man, so if they come out like the Red Goblin, I need to get that one.
Yeah.
So if they come out with the Green Goblin, I'm probably gonna get it. So you just have to it depends on what you want for the collection. Like I have no need to flex.
Yeah.
I have no need. Like if you see in the back are things that I really love.
Yeah.
They're not worth much, but they're nostalgic to me. So if you collect to flex, just go ahead and focus on the expensive ones.
Oh yeah, go back to the old school Marvel. Like there's so many. I don't collect the flex, but I collect these are things I love to collect old stuff and limited stuff that I know a lot of people don't have.
Okay.
Like a little more limited. So to me, like some old ones I just got. I'll actually get these down. So these I actually just picked up.
Cool.
Or the 2 black and whites. So I've been trying to get slowly some of the black and white Fugitive Toys exclusives because I know they're not going to drop in value. They're going to go up in value, especially if you get them in good condition. You're not going to be able to find those. And they just look like, I love some of the older pops because they look so different than the ones today.
Yeah.
Like they just have a different look to them.
I started collecting a long time ago, like when Funko started. My first one was the Thing. I got the Thing.
Okay.
But back then I collected because, oh my gosh, I love the Thing. I need to have this. I didn't care for, you know what? Let me get the one with the sticker this or sticker that. I just wanted one. I didn't even know about, I don't think they had Pop Price Guide at the time.
No, probably not. No.
There were no such a things as pop protectors. This started.
Well, you probably didn't even know about these. Like, unless you went to a con or something like that, you really didn't see these that much. Because I remember collecting, early day Funko. Like Star Wars was probably my first line, really, and then I kind of got into some other stuff. But when Funko started doing Marvel Core boxes and the Smuggler Bounties boxes. I copped on those right away.
Yep.
First, I got a cool T-shirt. I always love cool T-shirts. So I grabbed the cool T-shirt. You got pops. So you got 1 or 2 pops. Yep. And it was all for like $30. And you're like, wow, that's a great deal. So I hopped on that. I kind of miss when Funko actually did it. So Funko originally actually just did it themselves. Then they outsourced it to Amazon. It was cool because that's the first year where Hobgoblin came out, and that's why he's worth so much. That Hobgoblin that came out was the 1 year of Marvel Core boxes, like a thank you box. So only if you had a subscription to Marvel Core boxes, you got that box. It wasn't like, and not everyone could get those boxes at first and stuff like that. So I kind of like the Marvel Core boxes because they came out with different ideas and like different looks for some of the pops and things like that at first. They had the T-shirts, which were all unique and you could only get them that way. So it was kind of fun with those. So, you know, that was a good start with a lot of my Marvels started with Marvel Core boxes, I think. I just kept getting them every, 2 months or whatever you got them. Because you'd get 1 month, you get Marvel Core, and the next month you seem to get Smuggler's Bounty, and then it would go back and forth and that kind of thing. So I really enjoyed getting those. And then I picked up some stuff. I really probably regret like missing out on like the early Avengers, right? Getting those pops are like crazy now expensive.
Yeah, believe it or not, I put a bunch of like X-Men. I don't collect X-Men, so I put the OG all in mystery boxes. I might get rid of Captain America because I don't know. I go by the personality of the character, and I think he's too serious. I love what he stands for, but he's too serious.
Too serious for you.
Yeah.
I think I love like how they've done him through the ages, though. That's the cool thing, where they show him in like different parts. Definitely, I don't think anyone can be a Marvel completionist. Like I see Raul coming in there.
Unless you only collect Marvel.
Unless you only collect Marvel and you're willing to spend some big bucks, especially because I don't want to collect 20 common pops. Like every time they come out with a new movie, get everyone. I don't mind grabbing exclusives. I like the Venomized line and the Zombie line because they're different and they're not tied to, say, a movie, and they're coming in smaller batches. So they only come out with like 8 at a time. And then maybe later on they'll come out with 8 more. And you could grab an exclusive one if it has the same like ones that glow in the dark, like the Groot one that came with the T-shirt. You don't have to grab both and those kind of things.
And that's I don't need both, but you never know. Now you know that Funko is gonna come out with all of the glow in the dark or either a flocked one. Like the Pokemon, I collect Pokemon mostly for nostalgia because I used to watch Pokemon a lot. I used to make lists of I'm a list person, so I used to make lists of their powers because we didn't I couldn't buy the cards and stuff back then.
Yeah,
I had lists. This guy is awesome because of this, and I made lists. So I don't really need the expensive ones or flocked ones. Just one, just a common or whatever, just to say I have it in the collection. But then I collect so many lines, and of course I chose huge lines.
Yeah,
like I add icons. Star Wars, The Office, Masters of the Universe. Those are like huge.
Oh, and you probably thought The Office wasn't going to be that huge at first.
No, I did not think it was gonna be that huge.
I think you see that with any of the lines. Like I'm a big Stranger Things collector too, so I have a lot of Stranger Things. I'm actually probably about 80% complete.
Oh wow!
I have most of the higher end ones. I just have random, like the lower end ones I feel bad for buying and then also paying shipping for. And like when you can get a pop for like $8 and then you have to pay like $6 for shipping. It's like,
oh, no,
I want to find that somewhere, just at a shop or
no. That's why when people say, I'll pick it up for you. No, don't worry. I'll try to find it. I don't want to pay for shipping. I hate paying for shipping.
Well, especially when it's almost the cost of the pop.
Like, exactly.
It's not an expensive pop. It's not, if I can find them in a bundle, like I needed for the longest time, I didn't buy them in store, and I needed the ones where they're all in the Ghostbuster outfits for Stranger Things. So I needed the set of them. Someone was selling the whole set. I was like, okay, well, I can buy the whole set, and I pay one shipping price, not a shipping price for each one, and things like that. So, hey, welcome, Rodney. How you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. So another, thing you think about is like some of those con ones are like impossible to get too with the Marvel stuff. They just keep, they're like the grails of some of the Marvel things that Marvel collectors don't want to give up, really. There's very few that will give those up. So they don't come available too often. Some of the old ones. I'm thinking also like, you said you collect Loki. So Loki's always been high value. Most of the pops are worth a pretty good amount.
But that's the thing. At one point, they were supposed to stop coming out with so many things.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Funko understands that many people collect many lines. Mm-hmm. So when they come out with 5-10 pops, 5-10 Simpsons pops, and then another 10 The Office, another 10 Star Wars, it makes me go crazy.
But then there's like the other aspect, like so many people say, I wish they had this pop from that line, and then you're like, I kind of do, but then it leads down to that like whole like line of all kind of stuff. So one set I have that's small is Gravity Falls. I don't know if you ever watch Gravity Falls with like your kids or anything. Like Gravity Falls is a great show. It's on Disney Plus. It's super funny. It has like a cool like supernatural kind of take to it. But I got the line. It's pretty small, but I'm like, oh, there's so many characters that are missing. But I'm like, I'm kind of glad they don't start adding all those characters. They might later on because Disney owns it. So you never know. Disney likes to crank out all the kind of lines of everything. But
I kind of like, I got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to watch this show because I'm going to love the characters and I'm going to need the Funko Pops. So I'm not watching like Rick and Morty. I know I'm going to love Rick and Morty.
That's a huge line too. That's a crazy line.
Yeah, and I had to give up on Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter, but I can't.
Well, and I don't know if I need 12 Harrys, like I need maybe 1 or 2. Like that's the thing. We have some Harry Potters. We love Harry Potter. We live in Orlando. We go to Universal. We get to go to, all the fun kind of Harry Potter experiences and everything like that. And we love the movies and stuff, but we didn't feel like we needed to collect all those pops and go after them. I don't know. Marvel, I think it's just because I started early on with it. Like from the cartoons, the comics, the everything of, it's early on. Plus it's like all these different characters have different like things. Like I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love all their characters in that line, those kind of things. So Thanos is a great character. I love collecting Thanoses. I love big ones. I love, all different sides, ones and how they portray him.
Yeah,
so.
I love Marvel. That's the main line that I started, but then I think my collection changed a lot from when I started. I started back end of 2011, 2012. So I started getting a lot of Funko Pops. But then in 2014, I had my second child, so I had to stay home, and my husband was like, "All right, put a pause on it." And that pause was 5 years. So I just went back to collecting the end of 2019 when I started thinking about the channel. And I missed out on a lot. So trying to catch up is crazy.
It is. And I think, I don't think I was ever at that point early on in collecting where I went after like things that were like con pops and, other things. I wasn't thinking about that. I just bought kind of things I enjoyed and liked. Now, though, I feel like I want to look for like those things that are harder to get and find. And I don't know. Maybe it's because also like I don't want the pop that I can go buy at the store anytime, any day. I want to find that thing that I have to hunt for a little bit. I have to go after. I have to chase and find.
I have anxiety, so hunting is, to me, it's like it gives me a headache at the end of the day. So I like when I find that, like, Common Pops. I love Common Pops. Crazy for Pops guy said about something about zombies. I did not care for zombies line. I was like, what the heck? Is Marvel just making up things now? It's Funko just making up things. And then I started looking into the comic books.
The comic book, yeah. Whole comic, like, lots of comic series on it.
There is a reason to be. So I started loving the zombies line. I love the zombies line.
And the zombies line is what's coming out for the Marvel Core box, right?
Yeah.
I haven't got mine yet. I think it comes tomorrow.
I don't think mine shipped yet.
I think tomorrow it's supposed to be delivered. It's weird. Like I got the Force, the big old like Force scene for the day they dropped at the con. Like I got those. Like Amazon delivered it to my house. I was like, oh, okay. Because I had it pre-ordered and already ready to go, I guess. So, it's always interesting to see like how some of these go. I think the weirdest ones that hit the stores recently is the Walgreens exclusive. So the Infinity Wars Pops. I don't know if you saw my post about it.
I saw the comics. They look pretty dope.
So the comics look dope, but the figures themselves, at first I thought they were knockoffs. Like they look like knockoffs from overseas that like were badly made for some reason. I don't know if it was just the picture of how someone took it and everything. I haven't seen them in person yet, so I'm waiting to really make my opinion till I see them in person. I probably will grab some just because they're glow in the dark. I will grab
2 of them. Not Captain America. I don't need Captain America, but
yeah,
the other 2. It's supposed to be Iron Man and I think Spider-Man.
Yeah, Iron Man mixed with like Thor, kind of like
yeah. If you see the cover for the Iron Man, he looks really weird. Like his legs are twisted in, like really thin legs. So I don't know what's the story on that.
Yeah, I'll wonder like those kind of. It's interesting now. They're really diving into the comics though, because there's no movies coming out. Like if there was a movie coming out every kind of session, they wouldn't have to probably dive in as much. I'm sure a lot of these things were planned, and had been planned for a while. But it's interesting as you're seeing Marvel, like I don't think Black Widow did great. The line, it went out. It didn't do very well because there was no movie, no excitement around it.
I had a bunch of pops that I set aside for giveaways or maybe a mystery box. And the Black Widow ones are like not even giveaways.
Yeah.
They're like Taskmaster is $3. And I think it's a travesty when a pop is worth less than retail value. There should be something that Funko should do something. They should be at least valued at retail.
Well, and it's probably, PPG is what it's own too, because it just means someone on eBay bought it for one of them for $3. We don't know how damaged that pop was, or if it was out of box or what. Too, they don't factor a lot of that in. So
crazy for Pops guy asked how many pops. I have over 1,000 Funko Pops, so I need to get rid of some.
Yeah, I have way more than that. So I'm probably getting into the not including ones that I have just set aside for like selling or like put aside for selling, trading kind of things later on. I probably have closer to 1,500 to 2,000.
No, you see, that's why I'm thinning out, because I know the collections that I want to keep. And I know they're going to keep coming out with more and more and more. And we always have that, okay, I can get this one for cheap now, and, it might go up in value. And what if I want it in the future? So it's...
Yeah, I think when you start collecting so many different lines, especially like I collect Star Wars too, I collect Marvel. I'm not huge into ad icons, but I have a good number of them. I have a lot of older movies and things like that I like collecting too. Like I like finishing lines like that. So I think that kind of eats into it. My Star Wars, I pretty much put away most of it because I didn't have space for it. It was like either I put out all my Marvel or put out all my Star Wars. I had to choose. Like, I didn't want to sell it, though. I'm not at the point where I want to sell everything, because I have a lot of, like, older blue box stuff and things like that I got, you know, early in collecting and all those kind of things that I don't want to get rid of. But definitely, you know, I think it gets to the point where, yeah, it's so much, and they keep coming out with more.
Mm.
And it's not going to stop. So anytime soon, we hope it doesn't
I
stop,
used to collect Batman and Jokers and Wonder Woman. I had to, like, goodbye, you know, because I can't.
Yeah, and Stranger Things is my other big line that I just wanted to go after. I liked them. I started getting them. Started going after it. It's not too expensive a line, too.
Yeah, that's another line that I started, and I was like, nope, that'd be too crazy.
Yeah, they come out with so many. And then there's a new season coming up, so who knows? Like, there might be more even with that. So it'll get to the point where I think the big one I'll never get is the Golden Hopper. I'll never get the Golden Hopper. What is that, like 24 piece? Yeah, I'm not going to get that anytime soon. But I did get, like, SDCC Steve and Robin from the last ones. I haven't got the Freddy's. I like Freddy's a lot, too. So
I do like Freddy's, but I only have, like, 3 cheap ones, which is fine. But I just like the concept. And I wish Funko would make a female version of Freddy Funko.
So what would her name be if she was a female version? What do you think? Fredrina? Or a totally different name?
Yeah, something different. But so they can make, you know, the female characters. That would be fun.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's really neat to kind of see some of the stuff that doesn't sell actually that well, doesn't keep a high price, is kind of neat too. Like the spastic plastic stuff that is their own unique artwork and, like, look and feel of it. I know a lot of that doesn't hold a lot of value because it's not one everyone's after. Like, the only reason I think Freddy's really hold value is, one, a lot of them are limited, so that helps a lot of it. And then it is, like, the main icon of, you know, Funko, but still, even not everyone's a Freddy collector. So it's really, like, Freddy keeps that kind of, like, fine line of what people are after. So
Fernie Funko. Yeah. No, I tried, like, I'm still trying to, you know, thin out a lot more, but they keep coming out with new stuff, like the Inspector Gadget now. And those are things from my childhood that I'm like, oh, I need those, but I might not get it.
But yeah, and then I'm like, well, they're missing this character, this character, this character, this character. Like, these are other, and there's not that many characters in that show, really. There's only, like, 6 characters really in that show, but they still haven't come out with those. How many? These don't even include the exclusives yet. So who's going to be an exclusive for it? Something different.
I just hate that they keep milking it the same character, just like like the child. Yeah, I'm gonna get the new one because, you know, I need to have it. But they could do so much more, like the Popeye, right? Popeye, I love Popeye. They only made Popeye.
Yeah.
At least olive oil they could have made, you know, but no.
It's so interesting, like, how they'll do that with even, like, I'm trying to, like, think of, like, lines where, like, even Marvel, like, there's so many other characters out there. Like, they finally made Beta Ray Bill. Like, I was really surprised it took that long to make Beta Ray Bill. But he's a great character from that Marvel universe, and especially from, like, Thor and everything else, and being even part of, like, Planet Hulk and that kind of, like, sense of, like, being a part of that universe. It took them forever. They only have one Beta Ray Bill. Like, that pop's going to be worth a lot because later on he is going to be in a movie. You know, he is going to be in one of these movies. They'll have him at the MCU, and they'll have him out there.
You know, the Marvel 80 Years collection? I wish they would do every single character. That is one line that I want to complete. If they ever make all of them, I want all of them. Because then you can have every single character in one single line.
Yeah.
First appearance. And I love comic books, so that makes sense.
I think they did a great job with the first appearance on the back too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
I think those are things like even like a lot of people kind of like, oh, they're trying to milk it with the black light and how they do, but they look good. The boxes look good. Like it's that black box that looks like sleek with a nice, look to it and everything. It's one of those ones I didn't go after that day. I think it was actually Father's Day, wasn't it, when it dropped? So
I think it was.
I didn't go after it that day. I ended up getting a set later on. For a pretty decent deal, the whole set. I was like, and then I started getting them in mystery boxes and stuff like that anyways, and they're restocking some in November, so you're going to see some back out and things like that. So you're definitely going to see some of those. More Doctor Strange, you probably will, because there'll be another movie. You'll see more Doctor Strange, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't collect Doctor Strange.
No, I have a couple.
I like Doctor Who, though.
So you're a big Doctor Who fan too?
Yes.
So what have you went after most of the pops in that line?
I just don't have like the very expensive ones.
Yeah.
But my collection is somewhat complete.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I wish they would make more, because they could have made so much more with Doctor Who.
Yeah, I think they have a good opportunity still to keep making ones with that line. Hey, popping off the walls, welcome tonight.
Hey, popping off the walls.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Like with that, you have like I'm never ending with things I find though I like. Like I like horror. I don't try to collect too much horror.
The only horror I need is Ghostface. I will get Ghostface.
Ghostface. A legit Ghostface.
Yeah.
Just fight on Whatnot. That's the only way you're gonna know if it's a legit Ghostface, probably.
Exactly.
Get it authenticated. I actually just bought a Billy authenticated through Whatnot.
Oh, nice.
For a decent deal. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay the $3.50 authentication fee. So they get it. They can verify it's real. Yeah. And I have it back. So I know it's a real thing. So I think that's a good thing to do. I think going after the zombie line was fun. Did you get the big 10-inch zombie thing?
Nope.
No. You still need one?
I think
I have two.
I think I might be going away from Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because it's just another line, and Raul, I'm gonna send you my new sticker. I have a chase version of my regular sticker. The regular one is this.
Okay.
So the chase version is Deadpool blue colors. So this
one. Nice.
And I also got myself yellow glasses. So this one, and where's the other one? I don't think I have the other one here. Oh, here it is.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
So I got this one done not too long ago.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's my This Is the Way one. And then I have one coming up for Halloween. So I have a cool one coming up for Halloween.
Oh, nice. I have been so busy that I didn't make one. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm going to try one for Christmas. We'll see.
I want to see what kind of deals Sticker Mule has too.
Yeah.
What kind of deals do they have coming out? I got some tape last week. I always get their deals. I get stickers from other sites sometimes for like bulk ones, but I've been using Sticker Mule for like 8 years. Just
wow.
It's been one I've used for events and other things in the past that I've done for other like things with my past blog I did and all these things.
These are the first ones that I got from Sticker Mule. I make my own stickers.
Okay.
But the holographic ones,
they're neat.
Yeah.
They're neat. And when you can get them at their like deals, that's when you can grab them.
Oh, yeah. They're neat. So back to collecting. I think everyone, you should just think, what do I want? Do I want to be a completionist? Do I want just nostalgia and stuff that make me smile? Or do I want to flex? Do I want just, the expensive ones? You can focus on that. Just focus on what you want. It's the same with Out of box, in box, take it out, don't take it out. You know, I think you should just do whatever you feel like it. I don't feel the need to complete collections anymore because I collect too many lines.
Yeah.
Too many lines. I didn't say, like, I have Game of Thrones, also a huge collection, ad icons, some Disney, Toy Story. So it's like too many.
Game of Thrones is my wife's collection, so
Oh, yeah.
I happen to buy some for her every once in a while. So all the time, you know, just kind of get some different ones in there, and like, oh, I see something. Let me check our Funko app to make sure we don't have it in our collection or something like that. So definitely some cool stuff. Hey, Slapshots, how's it going? So we're talking Marvel here. We're talking how to limit collections. So when you think about, is there anything that from Marvel in the past that you're like, this is on my list eventually to get? Like, is that anything set on there?
Well, I am going to maybe complete all of the Iron Man, the whole line for Spider-Man, every single Spider-Man adjacent, and the Deadpool. I think I have 40-something Deadpools, and it's not complete.
Yeah, well, Deadpool's the hard one. Have you got the cheerleader yet? SCCC?
I only have the one in white.
Not the glitter one.
Not the glitter one.
The glitter one. That one's crazy.
Like, I am fine with not getting it. Yeah.
I think a lot of times the completionist thing is like impossible. And it's possible, but you're going to spend a lot of money to get those. Now, a completionist for a line of 6, that's different, right? Yeah. Or something like that. Like, I completed the Goonies line. It's a still expensive line to complete. It's not a cheap line.
2 lines that I have complete are The Umbrella Academy and what was the other one? The Office. Those are complete. Yeah.
So, and they're going to be hard because that now the 5 is coming out. So for New York Comic Con, that always throws someone off. Is like, let's throw one thing in there that's limited crazy, and then
everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, it's gonna be limited to 2,000." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, no, any other pop, not this one."
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's good that it's limited and then bad. Like, it's like that twofold thing people have to realize. Like, sometimes those, like Freddy Funko, the one, I love sodas. So the new Freddy Funko New York one is awesome.
Yeah.
But like, it's going to be a fight to get it. Like,
listen, I don't even care for the chase. I love the common with I love New York.
Yeah, the common looks great. The common's still going to be a good amount of money. The chase is going to be ridiculous because the other chase can go from anywhere from $150 to $300. The other chase is still a little higher in count too. So this one's going to be even harder to get and finding that chase. So
I don't collect sodas, but I do have the common Freddy. I hope to get the new common Freddy. Those are the 2 that I really want from the Funko. I'm going to try for the ad icon, but it might be that people are just going to sell for cheap. I think so. Because I don't think it's going to do that well.
Which one is that
one? Dum Dums.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Dum Dums going to be that
McDonald's?
The McDonald's one might be.
Yeah.
McDonald's one, just because McDonald's is so hot right now with the 5-pack and everything else, to have one that's Funko Shop. It'll go down, though. It'll have its hype and then probably go back to a normal price. I mean, you saw that with a lot of pops from just this last con, right?
Yeah.
They're now kind of evening down. And then there'll be the ones that sneak back up, that go up to $80, $90, $100 that went down. They were higher, like 50, 60, and then they went down to 30s. Grab them now, and then they're going to be like 80, 90 later on when people are looking for them. If there's something that connected, like, why do people want them?
Yeah.
Like if you're buying for that kind of reason, like sometimes I play the long-term game on Pops. Like I buy things that I'm like, I'll buy 2 extra and put them away. Because I know they're going to go up in value, because I know they're going to come out with more that people will need that one.
Yeah.
A perfect example from last year in New York Comic-Con is Slim. So Killer Clowns, everyone was kind of like, it's okay, but unless you knew, okay, well, that's the first time they've done a Killer Clown. Let me grab them. Let me grab a couple extra while they're still around.
Mm-hmm.
Grab them, put them away. Now they're going for $70 to $100, depending on if you have a con sticker or not. And because they came out with the whole other set, so that's how they get you. That's how Funko gets people off those the weird ones. That even the ad icons, they do that too, right? They sneak in that one that you have to get to complete the set. That's a limited piece or harder to get. So yeah, Black Lightning was the limited one. It really wasn't that limited though. They put a limited sticker on it. When you put a number on it, it makes people think. Yeah. But no one knows how many con stickers were out there for other pops. How many are actually out there? How many had the con sticker versus a regular sticker? To me, I don't really care unless it is a sticker that says limited this many. Yeah. And you can only get that many of them. To me, it's the same pop.
It's an introvert. Yeah. The one that I like, Iron Bomb. Everybody was talking about Iron Bomb. Yeah. I went to FYE. They had 8.
Oh, they had a bunch at my FYE.
I was like, is this worth it? It's worth $16.
But you know what? I would say the same thing last year with the Jay and Silent Bob 2-pack they had, the Blunt Man and Chronic 2-pack. That one was sat on shelves for a month or two. I saw it there for a while. I kept passing on it. I actually wanted to get the one signed by Kevin Smith and Jay. I wanted to get the signed one from their shop, but ended up not getting it. I think now that 2-pack has gone way up in value again. So it's kind of you never know where those things will go. I saw, the My Hero one sit on shelves last time. They were sitting on shelves for a month afterwards. I grabbed probably 1 or 2 extra and put them away. Yeah. And now look at them. They're 60 to... It depends on also the ebb and flow of collectors. Yeah. So a lot of us have been collecting for a while. So we see the ebb and flow, right? People get into collecting, they go really crazy for it, and then they either fall really fast, I'm out, I have to sell everything, I'm going to get out of this game, or they just keep going, going up and up and up. But I think with those people, they look for then that stuff that might be only a year or 2 old, but it's harder to find then.
Crazy for Pops guy. I was not able to get Jack in the Box. I was not able to get it. And
he's got pretty normal now. His price is kind of gone.
I'll get it at some point because I know it's not gonna, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna go up too much. Yeah. And I missed out on my favorite cereals, so I don't care for missing out on ad icons anymore. When they came out with the Tony the Tiger, I was not collecting. Well, I had a pause. Same with Toucan Sam. I was able to try to get the metallic one, but that was impossible.
Yeah, that one was crazy. I remember that drop. It was
so those 2, I already missed out on those 2, so I don't care if I miss out on any ad icons anymore.
I think the thing that bugs me the most about Toucan was it was for charity too. So they could have made more pops and made a lot more money for that charity. For when they dropped it, I was really surprised. I was they could have even sold them for $50 and people would have bought them for $50. And if you sold them for $50, they probably would have cut out a lot of the flippers trying to buy them as much. When you sell something for a little higher, it cuts down on people trying to buy it because they're not going to profit off it as big. So you cut down on some of those. And they could have gave it all to charity. I would have bought one for $50 if they gave it to charity, if I knew up front. Some people might not have. So,
popping off the walls. I think Funko does brainwash us a lot because I see people. I don't even know who Killer Clowns are. I never watched the movie, and I see people that they don't even know what that is either, but they need to have that pop. I don't do that. I don't even know what this is from. Why do I have to get it?
Well, that's why I think so. Target did the Noid. So they did the Domino's Noid ad icon. They did the T-shirt to the glow in the dark. I really thought, wow, that's going to be a really cool ad icon. That's going to go up in value. Really never has went up in value that much. But I'm thinking about it. I know what the Noid is, but there's probably a lot of people that are a lot younger that have no idea what the Noid is. Like, they would have no clue. Like, if I told my son, he's 13, like, do you know who this guy is? You're like, who? Who's the Noid? What's the Noid? You know, if you had Little Caesars, everyone would know what he is because he's still out there. He's still an ad icon. But I'm waiting for that one to come out, the Little Caesar guy.
Chuck E. Cheese. I need to get, if you come out with Chuck E. Cheese, I need 4.
Yeah.
1 for each piece.
The whole band. I want a 4-pack or 5-pack, whatever it is. I forget the number in the band. You need the whole band up there, right?
Yeah. True. Yeah, I missed out on the Noid at first. Like the first one, the just regular. And then when they came out with that one, I was like, I need to get it. And I kept that box because that box.
I love the box. That was the best marketing. And interesting enough, I just went and got the shirt combo for the glitter alien.
I don't know if I'm getting that one because
But it comes in a pizza box.
Yes.
Just like that. I was like, oh wow. I was like, that's good because I love when they can do branding like that. Like the Deadpool shirt I have that comes in, you know, the chimichanga truck. You know, like that's when they do a good job. When they actually put some effort into like making some really cool stuff.
Popping off the walls, nope. I collect Funko Pops, and I started collecting Legends, but only the ones I really like. Deadpool, I just got the Iron Man 2020. But nope, I just like the ad icons Funko Pops. I would not buy a Chuck E. Cheese toy.
How about Showtime? You remember Showtime pizza? Like that merged in the Chuck E. Cheese. It's like the same thing.
No. That's the thing that most people don't understand is that I grew up in Brazil. Okay. So those things were never a thing. It's not from my childhood. But Chuck E. Cheese is from my kids' childhood.
Yeah. Every birthday party you went to.
Cheese. Yeah. And, you know, singing happy birthday with Chuck E. Cheese. So that's why I would get it.
Yeah.
Not because it's part of my childhood.
Oh, popping off the walls trying to sell you stuff on here.
Here I am talking about thinning out the collection. You tried to sell me stuff.
I know. That's what happens, right? I'm thinning out the collection. Your wife's like, my wife is like, you're selling stuff. So why are we getting more stuff?
Yeah, no, I have 5 bins of Funko Pops here.
Oh. And
my husband's like, why do you buy them if you're gonna sell them? I'm like, you don't understand. I have to sell them to get some more.
I have to make something to buy. I have to buy 2 of them so I can pay for the one I bought. So I have to like get something, you know, break even somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we have a storage unit. We keep stuff. Like I said, I moved a lot of my Star Wars stuff, other than like Mandalorian and some other like higher end pieces I kept out. I moved a lot of that out. I don't know, Marvel. I'm thinking about like trying to go through and like organize and thin better too.
Yeah.
Because it's just like getting so huge, like all the lines. And like I told myself with the zombie line, I got all the minis, like pretty much. I got most of the minis so far. Beard to Pop and I did a mini duel, and we both had like 2 cases of minis already. Yeah. So pretty much got almost all the minis. And then I was like, I'm just going to buy the exclusives this time. So unless they don't make it exclusive for it, I might get it. Like they don't make a different one, but like, why am I going to get 2, one that glows in the dark, one that's not? You know, like at first I'm just going to wait and see what ones they come out with. Like Mysterio, they have the glow in the dark. Why would I buy the regular if there's a glow in the dark?
And another thing with the glow in the dark, I don't care for it.
Yeah.
The glow, it's not, you have to keep shining a light and then, oh, look at the glow. Look. Such a cool glow, huh? Funko should, learn how to do a glow that will glow.
They have a couple that glow.
Even the dollar store has. Listen, I bought a skeleton for my kids for $1. That thing blew for a year, and it might be glowing somewhere because I just threw it out.
Now this guy glows.
But you have to do that. Funko.
But no, that's how like I'm trying to do it because it's dark. But like these are the things like you could put probably in a black light display. It would look cool. Some of the people do that too. They do that with their glows. But yeah, some of the glows are really weak, especially when they're paint. Yep. They're not actually the part of the mold. When it's part of the mold, they do a really good job with the glow. When it's just painted on, the glow's just the paint, so it's kind of weak.
My favorite is flocked. I will wait for the flocked one if I can. Yeah. Even the metallic ones, they're like, oh, they're coming out with the metallic version. You look at it, oh, okay, I see a little difference.
Definitely. Yeah, a lot of people, trying to like thin out and trying to figure out how you sell some of your collection. I think, people have done mystery boxes before, just selling on like Mercari and whatnot and things like that. Or like some of the times, like if I have a group of things that not super valuable to me, but I can take to a shop and trade in for trade credit. Like, here's these things I pulled out of the mystery boxes. I'm probably not going to get much. It's not worth my time trying to ship these individually to people. And I'll take them in, give me some trade credit. I'll buy 2 grails that I want, or 2 higher end pops or something that's like $40, $50 that I want. Even I think after right after all the Baseball Furies came out last year, I got so many of them for mystery boxes and stuff like that. Like I had a set of them. I traded them and got like a Bigfoot. Like I traded them and a couple other pops and got like one of the flock Bigfoots. I was like, oh, nice. This is perfect. It's like get something you really want. So sometimes you got to do that too. A lot of people have to learn. Sometimes you trade in things that you don't still love.
Yeah.
And get something that you've been after for a while or you really want. Don't trade in something and buy something brand new.
Yeah.
But trade in and buy something that is vaulted. That's not easy to find. It's not going to be restocked at Hot Topic.
Yeah.
So Crazy for Pops guy, I did get your message, so I'll send out some stickers this week. Definitely. Flock, yeah, mad dust, especially when you have them out of box. I get that. Like, I don't think I've taken any of my flock out of box.
Yeah, no, flock should stay in box. If you want to display out of box, just keep it in the plastic thingy.
Yeah.
You can look at it better, but just keep it in there.
But you can take it out. All pops should come out at least once.
My pops will come out. Look, this is they're amazing. Like you have to look at it. I seriously think people who don't take them out of the box at least once to look at it. Do you really like the Funko Pops?
You just want it because
you want it because
I think you have to have it out.
You have to take it out.
And it's a good way. I mean, it's amazing some of the detail on some of them. Like almost most of my 10 inches come out of box. Like I love the 10 inches. They're like a big piece of art, really. To have out.
I am gonna have one of those glass because you have to keep dust out of it.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get those shelves, like glass shelves, I'm taking them out of the box. All of them.
So have you ever been pop hunting at like Goodwill or something like that?
My Goodwill has nothing.
No. Like, I haven't really tried that locally. I have done some stuff online for some of the different things like that. But
I think the first time I saw that was Toppops. I didn't even have my channel yet. He was hunting at Goodwill, and I was like, whoa, I need to do that. They had nothing.
Yeah.
Everything was overpriced.
And it's probably that hit or miss type thing, too. But it also depends on your area where people... Like, will people donate them or not? Or are they more... sometimes also some of those like Goodwill and that get leftovers from like Target and stuff, things they can't sell, and they clear out and get rid of. A couple times I've been in GameStop before and seen the penny pops, which is pretty much they penny out and they'll just give you them. So they're pretty much out of their system, and if you want them, they'll take them. Like,
oh wow,
they're gonna throw them out. So,
well, that's cool, popping off the walls.
yeah, it's cool when you can find something pretty amazing.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was one of my favorite singers growing up. I did not speak English, but I knew all the lyrics to his songs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yard sales.
I didn't get any of that.
I've seen a couple people post yard sales recently where it's almost all Funko. It's like they set up their own little Funko shop. Like they put it into local Funko groups and like yard sale, but it's mostly pops. Like, come get them. And those are probably not the ones you're going to get the deals off of, though. Unless you're going to go in there and buy a ton and you're going to make out a deal with them, you're not going to get probably a good deal out of someone that's selling them like that. You need the person that knows nothing about them and like their kid collected them and they have them and they're like, okay, I'm going to put them out.
At this point, everybody knows about Funko Pops.
Yeah.
If you have them in your house, it's because you know some of them are valuable.
Now, the only thing people probably don't know is when they're out of box. So they might not even know what the character is. They're like, I don't know what these are. They're just here. They're from 8 years ago, sitting around. What am I going to do with them?
Is that someone said, whoa, they look better out of the box. I don't keep the boxes. Keep the box. You know, you can keep them out of the box, but save the boxes because some pops, you cannot tell what they are.
I would say too, like you never know when that value will go crazy on a pop, like when it'll start being that vaulted one that goes insane. I think what got me kind of back into collecting harder, like starting to find stuff, of course, is like in the couple last years, probably doing more mystery boxes and fun stuff like that. That got me into like collecting a little more, but also like finding out what some of my old pops were worth. Like these are ones I just had on my shelf, didn't think of anything about, had them around. And I was like, oh, wow, this is actually worth this now? Like, where'd this come from? Like, how'd that Russell go up in value to, like, I bought it at the store for $8 or whatever, you know, and those kind of things. So you always have like little things like that. Like Russell's $160 now.
Oh, wow.
He was $80 maybe less than a year ago. He's $160. So it's crazy when things like that kind of hit. I mean, Mandalorian's a perfect example, right? Like no one could have predicted that one would have been the value it is now, where people would pay, you know, the crazy amounts for that New York Comic-Con Mandalorian. At that time, I was lucky I grabbed one. I got one on the Funko shop, $15. Hey, that's a good score, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice, crazy for pop guy. I did not need all three variations. I do love diamond pops, and I thought of going to get. I have the flocked bunny, Energizer bunny, and I thought of getting the diamond
one,
but nope.
Yeah, the diamond ones are interesting. How many they're coming out with now?
Yeah,
that one really has taken off.
I love my diamond Deadpool.
So the newest one, I don't think I've seen the sticker before until I just grabbed it the other day, is the Alien glitter one. So glitter pops, like, have you seen that sticker? Like, that's very different.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I think that's a brand new.
That's new from the first one was the Alien.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see.
Changing the name to glitter.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll have more that are going to be glitter now, like they'll glitter everything.
Because the diamond is glitter, no?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's different though because it's built into the paint more.
Okay.
It's not like, you know, it's like glittered on, like the glitter ones that are like glitter's glued on. It looks like a kid's craft project almost. So
I only have one here. I want to show you something else I collect, and I think these are pretty neat. These are character inspired ones.
Mm,
So I collect a lot of these. They have in the back here, if you can see.
very
They
cool.
all, they all do something. You know, the Captain America, the front comes up. So it's pretty cool.
So the one thing, like, I have a ton of different Hot Wheels and things like that I've collected over time. The bad thing about Hot Wheels is, like, the hardest thing is displaying them. Like, you collect all these like, those are the hardest thing to ever display. Like, most of my Hot Wheels get put away. I keep some weird ones out. I don't know. Let me see if I can find did I put it out here recently? I know we've been moving everything around. Oh yeah, this one.
I don't have that one. That's awesome.
So I was like walking around Barnes and Noble, and I was like, "Oh, I have to get this because it has the manure on his car and everything." So it was great. It was like,
I have one of the time machines.
okay, yeah.
Um,
They also just came out with like minis. So I used to love micro machines growing up. I used to play with the little micro machine cars and that. Had a bunch of them, but they had mini DeLoreans, and they had all three versions from each movie. So they came in a little set.
so mine I take out of the card,
Okay.
and I did see like this guy on YouTube. He made an awesome shelf made out of this. I have it here because I am gonna make that. Just foam board.
Okay.
So he made it out of foam board, like exact to size. And I'm gonna design some stuff like where I put her. I'm gonna put a design on the back. So I'm gonna try to make something cool. But it is hard displaying them.
Yeah.
So I take them all out of the card.
And that's a whole different, like, crazy collecting group. Hot Wheel collectors is a whole nother crazy group of people, because
And that's the thing. I don't collect for value because I take them with the card.
No.
If I was gonna collect for value, they would never come out.
No. I think that's the weird lines. Do you collect any of the other, like, action figures for Marvel?
Yeah, I have two here to show. This is one of the things that I started collecting.
The Marvel Legends.
But pretty much I'm doing mostly Deadpool,
Okay.
Spider-Man, and I do get some of the Black Series. As of now, just like bad guys.
Okay.
Mostly bad guys and the Mandalorian. I have one of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I got Mando. I recently got Boba. I have some of the other ones I've had for a while. I usually get really, like, early on, like, Black Series, I'd just get like Boba Fett and things like that. Like, I wouldn't get a ton of other ones. I'd just get a couple, because I mean, they're gonna come out with like 12 different Lukes, different haircuts, different waves, whatever they're gonna have on them. You know, those kind of things. But also, I like droids a lot, so I like robots a lot.
Cool.
So I'll get some of the droids and things like that too.
Yeah, I love the droids.
Yeah, that's definitely, you know, a hard line to collect as well. So Star Wars is that line that you will never. It's like the never-ending line. Crazy stuff, definitely.
Good night, Raul. Thanks for stopping by.
Have a good night.
Yeah, it's hard because I started like I'm not getting everything. I did not. I saw your video today. You said the concept ones are pretty cool. I did not like those.
Yeah.
Especially because if I was gonna get those, I was gonna get all four, and I thought Chewbacca looked so bad.
Chewbacca looks. He reminds me of something else, and I was trying to like remember like what other creature in the Star Wars universe looks like the Chewbacca they showed, because he does look like something else. Yeah, he looks like a weird bat looking.
Yeah.
I mean, Darth Vader kind of looks like Darth Vader. It doesn't look.
Darth Vader looks okay. I wanted the Stormtrooper though. But
okay, the Stormtrooper I did get. I got all of them, but Darth I got afterwards with a con sticker. I got a regular, and then Boba I have not got any of, and that one's going to be the crazy expensive one, at least for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll continue to be crazy expensive or kind of trickle down a little bit. The problem with that one, I think originally it was supposed to be shared with a store, and then they changed it to be Funko Shop only. Same with the Chewy. The Chewy, just Funko Shop only. I didn't know how he was going to do in value. I think he'll be that weird one later on. Everyone will be like, what is that? Where did that come from?
My FYE had about 6.
The Star Killer.
The Star Killer.
Yeah. Star Killer, I don't think a lot of people are going to connect to it.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be like, what is that from? Like, where is that? Like,
but I think it's funny that people, if I was going to get them, I was going to get all of them.
Yeah.
And since I didn't like the Chewbacca, I was like, I don't want it. I love the Boba Fett, and I was like, maybe I should get it. But I didn't get any of them.
Yeah.
So with Star Wars, I'm getting what I can get, like here and there, and focusing on the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
So, because I love that. It's the best movie to me.
Have you got all the big ones that are coming out?
I'm only missing I think the last one is Leia. I'm missing that one.
I didn't go after them all. I don't know why. I just like space-wise too. I don't have all my Star Wars stuff out. And it's just like not, I don't know, some line I just didn't want to go after. I've been looking more at like older Star Wars stuff if I go after it now too. Like, and you can find some pretty good deals on some of the older Star Wars stuff. That's not easy to find too.
Yeah, like, Star Wars, there are a few pops that hold a lot of value.
Yeah.
But most of them don't.
No. And some of them are really neat looking and really cool, like figures that you don't see. Like they didn't make 50 of too. They only made 1 or 2 of.
One of my favorites is young Anakin.
Yeah.
I love that Funko Pop. There's only one, and there's no value to it.
No. It's always interesting with those. And then you have like ones that'll sneak up and you never know what kind of crazy value they'll become. Yeah.
True.
So definitely. So I don't want to keep you here too late. So I wanted to.
Yeah, no worries.
But what do you have coming up this week? Do you have anything coming up and going on?
We have the live tomorrow. It's going to be on Mama J's channel. We have the live every week. We alternate between channels. So it's tomorrow on her channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. I am trying to release some videos because I haven't been able to. Maybe in a couple of weeks, I've been doing lives, going on people's lives, and just so people don't forget me. And so I am planning to change a few things in the channel, vamping it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think people get too much of the same. They start,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think, it's always good to kind of mix it up and try different things and, but, don't go too crazy on like, I don't know, like, and then people like get mad sometimes when you're like, why did you do a video on this other thing you normally don't do? Like if you picked a different toy or something like that. I don't think I'm at that point, but other channels get that. I know like larger channels.
From the start, I told everyone my channel is not just Funko Pops. No. The focus is Funko Pops, but all things geek and all things nerd. If I want to do a Lego set, I will do a Lego set. If I want to do comic books, I will do comic books. Because they should be aware. There is no pop in the name of my channel exactly because of that. Because I didn't want to focus on one thing. Because I collect a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
And the channel was mostly, I have no one in my life who cares for these. No one. So I wanted to find people to share this with.
Yeah.
All my collectibles, not just the Funko Pops. So I started the channel.
And I think a lot of people that are collectors don't just collect Funko. So a lot of them collect so many different things, whether it's Black Series figures or Legos or, or something random and weird that else they collect. Everyone kind of has different things that they like and enjoy. So I think that's always important to remember. For me, I have 2 videos dropping this week. I have my normal Thursday video with a duel battle between Shannon and I. And then we did a bonus video with some fun chase roulette for this week as well too. So we'll have a bonus video. I think I'll drop that on Wednesday. Trying just different days to drop our bonus videos on. And then Friday night we have an auction. So we have our Whatnot.
Okay.
We'll be on Whatnot auction at 9 p.m. Eastern. So come out, buy some stuff, join us. Anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone's
and also,
welcome.
I might be dropping a mystery box at some point.
Okay.
Grail or Fail, Hunt for a Bank Robber Joker.
Nice. I know a lot of people looking for them.
Yeah, but the thing is, PPG is just crazy now. It's hard for me to figure it out. You know, one day he's 400, the other day he's 300.
Well, yeah, I think PPG in general is crazy. I mean, I did a video last week where I pulled something that I knew wasn't worth what PPG said. It said it was worth $55. I'm like, the other day it was worth $80. It's not $55.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's all over the place. So I think that's hard for people doing mystery boxes and that as well.
Yeah,
because of that. And then also things like even when I do, you know, Whatnot auctions, it's not really somewhat based sometimes on PPG, what people buy things for, but it's what people want to buy. Like if people can't find it in their area and they want to pay more, they might pay more at that time. Or someone might score a good deal and get $10 less than what PPG said. You know, you never know what people are going to get things for. So I think that's a lot of difference that people are looking into. But hey, so I think I'm going to call it a night for us. I had a great time with you. I'm glad you joined me. We could chat and talk.
We kind of forgot about the chat a little bit.
Yeah. So it's trying to go back and forth and check it out and see what they're doing. Hopefully, you know, everyone. I also like this because I have a lot of people that come on later on and check out the live streams later. So I try not to go for like 3 hours for people.
Yeah, no, that's
like
good.
too, so they can come back and watch and check it out. But I enjoyed everyone. I'm glad everyone could join in. And if you did miss out, you can check out the replay. It'll be posted soon on YouTube there. It's a great place to check us out. If you haven't already, make sure to check out GeekyMamaBear and give her a subscribe. And then also follow her on Instagram as well, too. It's over there, Geeky_Mama_Bear, right?
Yes.
So fun. And everyone knows where to find me. I'm Professor Josh everywhere. Anyone can find.
That's good.
That's where I'm at. So thanks, everyone, and have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.